Hello everyone, I'm Celine from PERCUSSA, and today I'm proud to introduce our Synthor System 8. This is Synthor System 8. It consists of the PERCUSSA engine, which you see here. It's our sound synthesis system. The bottom part is our remote, which is our control surface, and it's communicating wirelessly with the audio cubes, which you can see on the other side here. It's communicating wirelessly with them, and it's a wireless patching interface. So the basic idea is when you're placing cubes next to each other, you're patching the modules together. But they're not only able to detect each other, they can also sense distance. So when I'm moving them farther away, I'm changing modulation depth. So for instance, I'm changing the amplitude of the signal. Of course, there's some configuration you can do in our system. It's not like working out of the box like this. So I have right now a preset running on my device. Let me switch to a depth menu. This is a window in which I can configure every cube, because every cube represents a synth module. Right now I have one, you see the blinking one. That's the one which is over here. It's blinking. It's a step sequencer, okay? And here on the left hand, I'm describing how it can be modulated, and on the right hand side, I'm describing what other modules it can modulate. So for instance, in this case, I say that it can send its signal directly to the output, and it can also modulate the gate. Let me walk through that as well. It can also modulate the frequency of an LFO. And I can easily switch through the cubes. So right now, this is the DC generator, and for each module, I have this configuration. I'm defining like what it can do, how it can be modulated. So if you want, I can show you how this preset works. So I also have the green one, which is our low frequency oscillator, and the yellow one is our output. So let me start very easy. We have here our output. This is our LFO, and it can send its signal directly to the output. So when I'm putting them next to each other, they're making a connection, so I'm patching them together, and by moving them further away or closer, I'm changing the modulation depth. So I'm changing the amplitude. So when I'm moving them away, the patch is gone. Okay, put them again, they're patched again. I also have a DC generator, and what's really cool with this DC generator is that I configured my preset in such a way that it can modulate the pitch of my LFO. So when I'm doing this, it's going to modulate the pitch of my LFO. And again, when I'm changing the distance, I'm changing the level in which it's going to modulate the pitch of the LFO. I'm taking it away. There's no modulation again from the DC generator. And when I'm taking away my LFO, the sound is completely gone. So this is a very basic preset. The good thing, or the cool thing about our system, is you can have like 99 presets, and you can easily switch presets. So for instance, I go back to my global window, and I can say, well, I would like to have another preset, so I'm using my buttons, and I have a new preset. So I have, for instance, 2 LFOs, I have a wavetable oscillator, and I have an output cube. So it's very, very fast. I just press a button and I have a new preset running on my audio cubes. So if you want, here I'm patching the wavetable oscillator. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Okay. So in this case, I'm patching a wavetable oscillator with my outputs, and again, I'm putting them next to each other. I'm patching them, moving it further away, the amplitude goes down. What is really cool in our system, let me show you this. So I'm going to select this wavetable oscillator. So I'm going to press this button. Okay, now it's selected. I go to my truck window, and here you see an overview of all the wavetables which are available for me. We have an SD card slot on the back which you can put on your computer, and on this SD card you can load your own wavetables. I can scroll down the list and I can pick whatever wavetable I want to use. I also have a couple of other options here which I can change. For instance, I can change the number of waves that are being used in my wavetable. So let me do this. Right now it's on 28. I can use this encoder. I can like increase it or I can decrease it. Like this. The visualization you see here, that's because my wavetable oscillator is sending its signal to the output. If I take away my wavetable oscillator, you'll see there's no signal anymore. So okay, I'll put it back again here. And the same thing I can do, so for each module I can change the parameters by selecting that particular cube. So I can do this also, for instance, for my LFO. For instance, I can change the quartz frequency. As you can see, it's a very high resolution. It's like very sensitive. I can move one step at a time by changing the fine frequency, or I can use the quartz frequency. Right now you don't hear any sound because I'm not sending my sound. It's a sawtooth, so for instance I can change this as well to another square, triangle, and so on. Maybe another cool thing that you might want to see is our step sequencer. So the reason why I want to show you our step sequencer is that it is really cool to draw like steps in the window. But first I need to switch to different presets. Again, it's very simple. I go to my global window and I move one down. Okay, I have another preset, immediately loaded on each of the cubes. I go to my step sequencer, which is here. It's also the one which is flashing here, as you can see, step sequencer. Now, what is really cool is that you have these 64 steps, and I can use my encoders, so I can go through each of these steps, and then I can use one of these encoders to like change the steps. And it's like a very high resolution, like going up, going down. So yeah, it's so sensitive. I can like go like one second. I can go further. So I can draw whatever I want. And also, I can say right now I have 64 steps. I could say, well, I only want 36 steps. That's also possible. So I go back to, right now it's like set on 64. And I can use my encoder. And I'm going to reduce it. Right now it's 34. You see, it ends around here. Or I can turn it up like this to make it larger. So, there's many more things that I can tell you about our new system, so definitely check it out and email us in case you have any questions. Bye bye.